Hello friends! So today I'm reading Caillou Goes Camping. Caillou was playing hide and seek with Grandpa. He tiptoed into the living room. Where are you, Grandpa? He climbed up on the big chair and peered behind it. Found you! Caillou laughed. Just then, Daddy appeared in the doorway. Come on, you two. Snacks ready. We're waiting for you in the backyard. Coming, Daddy. Caillou poked Grandpa gently in the back. Giddy up, horsey. Out in the yard, Mommy had just finished setting the table for their snack. There was fruits, cookies, cake, and cold drinks. Grandpa came out, piggybacking Caillou. This reminds me of the first time I took your daddy camping when he was a little boy, just like you. You went camping with Daddy? Caillou asked. We sure did, replied Grandpa. We even saw a raccoon and went swimming in a big lake. That gave Caillou an idea. Grandpa, why don't we go camping, just you and me? A camping trip takes planning, Caillou said. His mother, who was listening, it need not take a lot to get ready, replied Grandpa. He had an idea too. Do you still have that tent? He asked Caillou's mommy. She nodded. Well, then I think I know just the spot to go camping, said Grandpa. Caillou helped Grandpa set up the tent under the big tree in the backyard. He held one of the poles while Grandpa was busy inside. Suddenly, a squirrel darted across the lawn. Caillou dropped the pole and ran after it. The tent started to wobble dangerously. Grandpa called for help. Caillou, what are you doing? Too late. The tent collapsed on top of Grandpa. Caillou came back looking sheepish. This time, Caillou, I'll hold the front and you go inside the tent. Caillou walked under the flap. Grandpa called out instruction. Keep going until you get to the pole. Where? Asked Caillou. Side. Grandpa, I would better show you. He joined Caillou in the tent, but as soon as he had gone inside, it collapsed again, laughing. The two campers struggled to get out. Suddenly, Caillou heard the sound of birds chirping. Look, Grandpa, a bird nest, he said, pointing to the tree. Grandpa picked Caillou up and lifted him to a big branch where a bird was feeding its young grandpa. There are two baby birds in the nest, explained Caillou. Grandpa put Caillou back down. He would better get our tent up or we will spending the night under the stars. Later that evening, Caillou and Grandpa sat cross-legged on the ground, roasting marshmallows over a small fire. Caillou pushed his stick into the coals. Not too close, Caillou. Grandpa warned Caillou. Below on his marshmallow, to cool it down. They looked perfect, said Grandpa, popping one into his mouth. Delicious. Caillou thought Grandpa looked funny with his bulging cheeks. You look like big squirrel, he laughed. Grandpa laughed too. Caillou thought camping with Grandpa was a lot of fun. When it was dark, they wrapped themselves up in blankets and lay back admiring the starry sky. Grandpa started to yawn. It's getting late. I'll get out sleeping bags ready, he said. Caillou was too excited to go to sleep. He had just spotted some small lights flickering in the air. Grandpa, what are those lights over there in the bushes? Those are not lights, Caillou. They're fireflies. Let's see if we can catch one. Just then, a firefly landed right on Caillou's nose. Thrilled, he cupped his hands around it. Look, I caught one. Good for you, said Grandpa, smiling. Then Caillou opened his hands and let it firefly go. It was night. Stretched out in his sleeping bag, Caillou couldn't get to sleep. Woohoo, woohoo, woohoo. His eyes opened wide when he heard the owl cry. Nervous, Caillou looked over at Grandpa asleep beside him. Caillou was getting scared and shocked. Grandpa guessed right away what was wrong and knew just what to do. The next morning, a ray of sunlight shone into the tent. Gerbert was curled up in a ball on Caillou's sleeping bag. Good morning, campers. Did you sleep well? Mommy had come to wake them up. Gerbert got up and stretched. Caillou and Grandpa stuck their heads through the tent opening. What happened? Mommy asked. It was too noisy, so we decided to put up our tent inside the house, Grandpa explained. Gerbert rubbed against Caillou. I went camping with Grandpa, Caillou announced proudly. Next time we go camping, said Grandpa, we will ask that owl to be quiet. Caillou hugged Gilbert and laughed. The end. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time. Bye bye.